Bradley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Cowboys coming in at 8-5, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 6-7. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, and Winston lost the football. He's got daylight. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the Cowboys doing something there they did not do much of in 2015. Not only do they get the takeaway, but they also score.
And that's something you know they've been harping on, talking about. This is a defense that really struggled getting things done last year. Now they've got to get things moving in the proper direction. That play will help in a big way.
Just to put a bow on it, last year 11 takeaways, fewest in the league. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They set up the screen to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense. And one of the good wideouts, of course, is Vincent Jackson.
And when he's on the field, you don't play small ball. You make sure you get it out to that guy and let him go get it.
Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Jackson. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
On second down, Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Complete. He finds Bray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage.
There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on second down is Romo. He's going to air one out. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, he was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's third and short. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Romo looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So now on 4th down, Romo off, Bailey on for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They start the drive with Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They run it again with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Third and short yardage, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Back to the ground, Martin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Lawler has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter #2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Romo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third and long here. It's Romo finding time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. And he'll get it up the middle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, one of the Bucs' off-season signees, it's the former Jag, Brian Anger, to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run again with Mason. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. He's got his man, it's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Mason. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He has Britt over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Another pistol look here. Now Tony Romo on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now they run. It's Mason. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Romo now on second down. Steps away to his left. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Get ready.
Now Romo on third and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On first and 10, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
From the gun, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Jameis on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jameis to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Kenny Lawler. That'll bring up second down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides with a 10.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. A.J. Hawk in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Third and long for Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is fielded at the 27. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come up in an offset eye.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Romo now on second down. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go.
Throwing on third down, Romo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the deep
blitz coming, and down he goes. A.J. Hawk in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now Winston. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A second down throw for Winston. Caught. Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Now the rookie, Roberto Aguayo, for the Bucs field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down now following the run. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Romo here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. A gain of 3, second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line.
Single, slot.
To throw on second down is Romo. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jude I.J. Barima. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get funny, right?
Not one that I've ever, man. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It's the rookie from Oklahoma, Charles Tapper, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On second down, here's Romo. A dump off for Mason. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to have a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. He's got time. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Jameis to throw it. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They come up with an offset eye. More now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground again, it's Mason. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He is tough to bring down Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.